In this tutorial, we will cover the process of taking a final WM form design and exporting it out to the Trimble display. Now we can go underneath our land leveling, and just for this simple project, I'm just going to do a best fit all right now so that I have a file that I can export out. So we'll cover manipulating the data set in other tutorials in here. We simply want to focus on exporting this file type out. So if I've completed my design, I want to export this out to the Trimble display in order to do my multi-plane design out there in the field. I can simply come down here and I have the option to export to a Trimble display. And now I can choose the grid size. The grid size will determine the resolution as well as the file size that we have. So a smaller grid size is going to give you greater resolution out there in the field, more control over different areas of the field, but the downside is it will take additional file size. So it depends on the display and the capacity that you have in the display. Usually for grid sizes with the FMX display, you may want to run larger grid sizes. For the TMX display, you have the option of more data, more storage, more memory, and faster processing, so you can often run with a much smaller grid size. The same thing is true here when we see the high resolution option. If I click on this, it will give you a warning advising you that the high resolution should only be used for the FMX Plus app in the TMX display. If we're using just the FMX display, then you may want to stay with the low resolution option in there. The next step then is we need to go in and select our output file. And now when we export this data set out, we want to be able to go back to that exact same thumb drive. Again, we're going to go into our data folder, so our Ag GPS folder. And now instead of going back into our client farm and field structure, where we want to place this design now is underneath our multi-plane design folder. So I can go in here and we can see that I've got a few different files that I've already placed in here. I'm just going to label this one as 600 and go ahead and save it onto my thumb drive. Now I had one that I used earlier that I simply called tutorial. And so now if we go into the data files and we copy the data set over from our USB stick, same thing is true here. When we bring that system over, instead of copying it to our field level, it should automatically copy it and place it into our multi-plane design folder for us. So any multi-plane designs that we bring out of WM form, we want to make sure that we place them in the correct folder in our internal storage. Now, if we actually want to run this operation in the field, there are a few things that we need to check. And so the first thing is we need to make sure that we have field level 2 as an active plugin. And we need to go into the setup tab. And underneath the setup tab for our operation mode, we want to make sure that we have multi-plane design selected as our active option. This will ensure that when we actually go into the field, we'll have the ability to select a design. Whereas if we don't have it selected for here, if we have point and slope or planar design set up in there, we won't have the ability to actually select that design that we created in the WM form software. So I'm simply going to go back here and now go into my field. And now if I go underneath my field level 2 plugin, I now have a design file option in here. If I click on the design file, it now goes to that design folder that we added in there. So had I imported my job into the multi-plane designs folder in there, that multi-plane job would then show up in here. I would simply select the job that we want and hit OK. Right now, because my location, this is going to give me an error because I'm too far away from where I did the multi-plane design based on the current field that I've pulled up in there. So this is one way for me to know that this design is not for the field in which I've selected. So I could go in and select a different design until I get the one that doesn't give me the distance error that's in there. So it's one way to know that you're applying it for the correct field that you've selected. But typically what I will do is I will also name my design specific for the field so that it matches up to the client farm and field information. But this has just been a quick tutorial on how to create your design and export it back out to the display.